How we are. Back at it again with another video, no YouTube episode. It's your one and only Steven Kitiati. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this with a fellow relative, brother, cousin, sister, friend, things of that nature. You know, the things of that nature. Before we dive into today's topic, make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Today we're going to discuss about why everybody won't believe in you. Why not everybody won't believe in your plan? Why people might not see your vision? And ultimately, why you can't care. You know what I'm saying? Why you just got to keep pursuing. Why you just got to keep showing up for your own self, you know? It may sound cliche, like all my topics, you know? Most of them may sound cliche, but I'm the bigger brother, younger brother, who's going to always remind you that it's the simplest things that get the job done. So, number one, man, there's going to be people who just don't believe in you. This can be your family. These can be your so-called friends, acquaintances, co-workers, teammates, spouse, which is the worst one to have, girlfriend. Yeah, they might not believe in your vision, man. They might not see your vision. They might not believe what you're trying to achieve. They might not even see yourself achieving that. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't fathom that they don't have a bigger aspiration. They don't have a bigger dream. They don't have bigger goals. They don't have a bigger sense of awareness that the mind can't comprehend dreams and reality. You know what I'm saying? They just go. So if you're dreaming about doing something big, achieving something big, your mind can't fathom that it's real or not. You know what I'm saying? So why not just do the thing that you have in your mind? Why not just try to be the best version of yourself? Why not just try to achieve that big goal that you have in your own mind? You know, a lot of people set limitations. Like I said in the past videos, people set limitations on things that they can get done by just believing, you know. For example, you know, somebody wants to get straight A's, you know, they're going to be like, it's impossible to get straight A's, but little do you know, break that down in steps. Okay, what can I do to get straight A's? Let me focus on this subject, narrow it down to this subject, narrow it down to this subject, this subject. Okay, so I'm studying for this subject 2 hours a day. So each hour you're studying for that subject, you know what I'm saying? Each hour you're studying for that particular thing. And you do that for that subject, this subject, that subject. You put the same amount of time in. Why wouldn't you get good grades? Why wouldn't you get that straight A if you're dedicated? Why? You tell me why. Because you're caring about what other people think? Because you think you're not going to be able to do it? Because people are not cheering you on? People are not clapping for you? People are not rooting for you? So you don't think you can do it? Come on, we got to get out this mindset, man, of this caring about what people think. That stuff is real, man. A lot of people are shy to do certain things that are helping their life. A lot of people are worried about doing this to help their life. A lot of people are just second guessing themselves, you know, based on somebody else's circumstances on what they think about you. But this is life. Who is a physical person to tell you what you can and can't do? What? Can you imagine letting somebody tell you what you can or can't do? Obviously, people of authority in a certain workplace situation or a certain household situation. But when it comes to your dreams and goals, that goes out the window. Nobody can tell you what you can do because they're not the man above. They don't have that control. They don't have that power that can tell you what you can do in your life. That can tell you, oh, you're not going to accomplish this. That can tell you, oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. You can't reach that. You will never do that. Bro, the only thing that will stop you is you. It's you versus you 24/7, 25/8. Every day you get up and you get a chance to breathe in this earth, man. Once you understand that you're not here for a long time and you really understand that, you will realize that, bro, all this time I'm spending on thinking about what other people think about me, it's taken away from literally your life. It's taken away from your growth, your potential, your purpose. And when people have people on their side that they're about to marry, that they're dating, that they're in a relationship with, if that person don't believe in you, that's subconscious going to just bring you down. And ultimately, yeah, you're not going to be able to achieve that goal because that person that you're with don't even believe in you. And you love that person, you like that person, and then that's just going to bring your energy down, your vibe down, your mindset down, your sense of awareness down. It's just going to bring everything down that you should be not worried about, not existing about. You know, you can't have a girl that's on your side that's secretly hating on you, secretly despises you because you're building up yourself, you're doing what you're supposed to do, and she's just hating because she's selfish and knows that that's going to attract other women to you. Little does she know that you're not even worried about that. You're just worried about being the best version of yourself. But she's just so self-centered and just so self-worried about her own self. She can't take off her roadblockers and see that, oh, if my man does this for himself, it's going to benefit me, the family, and our future kids if we do have any. You know what I'm saying? But she's so self-centered, she's just saying, why are you looking so good? Why are you working out? Why are you always trying to read? Why are you always trying to better yourself? Why are you always trying to this? Why are you trying to that? Why? And you're like, aren't you supposed to be on my team? Aren't you supposed to be clapping for me? Aren't you supposed to be rooting for me? Cheering me on? Pushing me to keep going when I get tired, when I don't see myself wanting to keep going? Aren't you supposed to be my cheerleader? And you're gonna be over here wondering why you still with her when you should have been left her when you seen the first signs of that. But now you in this relationship, now you in this situationship, and you see the signs, and now it's too late because you already built certain kind of bonds, certain kind of energies, certain kind of all types of stuff that revolve a relationship. But then she's not going to support you putting in that work, but then she going to go over here and look at social media, look at the TikToks, look at other men that's trying to do the same thing you're doing and show them love and show them appreciation and root for them. And you're just like, what? Am I really, why are you with this person? Why am I with this person if I'm trying to do the best version of myself? I'm putting in the work. If I'm looking good, if I'm doing all them, and she's not cheering for me, but I go away and she's cheering for other, you just start, your mind's going to be like, your program's going to be like, something's not right here. Why is she not being my cheerleader? Brain. It's because like previous videos, the ones closest to you be the ones that can despise you. Be the ones that can hate on you. Can be the ones that don't want to see you win. That can be the ones that don't want to see you elevate because they're so used to you just being you with them that when you start to elevate, when your life starts to get better, they can't even appreciate that because you're with them and it doesn't feel the same. They don't feel the same, you know what I'm saying? Because you challenge them to be better. So when you're challenging them to be better because your life is getting better, they see you as, oh, you're bragging. They see you as, oh, you're acting different. Oh, you're changing. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. But no, baby girl, I'm just trying to elevate. Not my fault. You're just trying to stay lazy, try to stay the same. Trying to just be out here, just trying to just do the same thing, live life and repeat the cycle when I'm trying to just break generational curses, continue to be the black sheep of my family, continue to stay in shape, continue to seek God, continue to do everything that's benefiting my life, but you're not going to show me love. You're not going to applaud for me. You're not going to be happy for me, for real. You're going to show that you're happy, but you're not really deep down happy for me. That's how you know when you're really elevating, when you have certain things like that go on in your life, especially when it's your spouse or your girl or somebody you trying to be with. That's the worst thing. When you elevating and they're not showing you love, they're not applauding for you, they're not by your side, they're not happy for you because they're trying to control you. They're trying to make you be less than, you know what I'm saying? So that they can always have the upper hand on you. And it's like, why? Why would you want to do that if I can work and you can work and together we can just be up here? But it's a skill gap because a lot of people in relationships are not trying to be equally yoked to put the work in. Not saying equally yoked in the dynamics of the relationship, equally yoked in putting in that work so you guys can both be strong and both come along. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be just one person putting in the work, elevating, doing this, doing that, and then that one person relationship is just trying to stay stagnant. It's just trying to stay down. It's just not trying to do this, not trying to work out, not trying to do that. And while in the midst of that, she sees you doing your work, your assignment, and she's gonna go over here, celebrate somebody else. Like somebody else. And it's like, why are you doing that if you have somebody that you're with that's accomplishing all these goals? You know, and it's all psychological, you know, it's all to throw you off your game. It's all to bring you down. It's all to keep you here. Because once you're a man, you put that work and you up here, females automatically, subconsciously, you know, when you get with them, they're going to try to bring you down here. Because they not putting in, but what girl you really know that's out here working out 4 or 5 times a week, reading, investing, learning the stock market, learning real estate market, learning different computer tactics, learning different, bro. You know how like there's 1% man? It's the same thing. That's like a 1% female that's doing that. You know what I'm saying? So automatically, she's not going to be drawn to your sense of winning nature, you know what I'm saying? To your sense of winning season, to your sense of achievements. She's going to see that as if you're trying to do that so you can attract other things that are not what you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? You get where I'm getting to? Not knowing that that's what just comes with you being successful. That doesn't mean you're going to indulge in it. That doesn't mean that you're doing that for the solely fact and purpose of, you know, but that comes with you not elevating. That comes with her not trying to see your vision. You know what I'm saying? So you must understand that little dynamic when it comes down to, especially being in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want to see you win, who doesn't believe in you, who doesn't motivate you and push you to be the best version of yourself, because that's a very dangerous thing, because that can bring your energy down if you're still just building yourself and not really up there mentally, you know? It takes a strong mental person to be able to see that and say, okay, you're not really happy for me. Why is that? Why do you want to be with me? Why do you want to be my friend? Why do you want to be my acquaintance? Why do you want to be my teammate over here? Why do you want to be my girl if you're not happy for me achieving my goals? When I know deep down, if I see you achieving your goals, I will be more than happy for you. Knowing that even when a girl steps out, you know what I'm saying? Automatically, she demands attention. Automatically, she's out here. Automatically, you know, she's a walk-in, you know, choosing signal. Do men get mad? Do we say anything? Do we have a problem? Do we try to bring you down? Do we say don't do that? Do we say don't step? I don't see no men doing that when a female has the upper hand when it comes to being able to attract different types of men, different types of attention, you know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, most men know what the attention they're getting for is for. You know what I'm saying? It's not for nothing in a serious caliber of that nature. You know what it's for. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to chill, sit back, be stoic, be like, okay, if that's how you want to be, if that's how you want to move, go ahead. See where that gets you. And ultimately, they're going to be coming right back to you. By that time, you already built your empire. You already stacked your first 100. You already stacked your first 200, 300, 400. So now you over here like, damn, okay. How she had stayed, she would have probably got a piece of this. Oh, but now she can go. You cool? You feel me? I'm over here. I'm just stacking, just stacking, just stacking and stacking and stacking. And then you look back, you're like, dang, I just hit 1 mil. Dang. And okay, I just hit 1 mil. Okay, let me go back and make, dang, I just hit 2 mil. Dang, I just touched 5. My spirituality is in check, my body in check, finances in order, I'm educated. And then you just see that whole complete package just come around you. And you just in it, you know what I'm saying? You dressing better, you feeling better, you smelling better, you looking better. Hey man, there's a famous saying from that Deion Sanders. You look good, you play good. You know what I'm saying? So always make sure you're aware of the people who are not clapping when you are winning. Always make sure you're listening and watching the people who are not congratulating, the people who are not satisfied, the people who are not saying little acts of gestures in a good, kindly way when your life is upscaling. It's very important. They don't care how close they are. I don't care how long you knew them. I don't care how long this, how long that, this and the third, this, that. I could tell you from past experiences that you will get more strangers who show you more love from the people who you grew up with, from the people who you sleep next to, from the people who you just ultimately knew for a long period of time. That won't show nearly the twice as love as a stranger, as somebody you just met, as somebody who's trying to help you. Because they can really see your value for what it is just by being a person, a human being, as opposed to that relationship. They're just used to seeing you trying to get up. They're just used to seeing you being poor. They're just used to seeing you not have your breakthrough. They're just used to seeing you not get a job. They're just not next to seeing you not go to work out. And then once you flip that and you're starting to do everything to help yourself go up, and they see you putting in that work, it's not gonna feel right with them because they're not used to seeing you on that. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna, what I say in the beginning, they're gonna doubt you, talk bad about you, spread lies even, you know what I'm saying? Just to try to bring you back to that level. And it's like, but Steve, not all people are like that. Then you haven't really became that 1% man or trying to be that 1% man at all. I'm trying to tell you. For the ones who know, you know. When you really putting in that work, the energy, that shift, that vibe, that loneliness, it gets real because you're going to have a lot of people who don't like you, bro, just off the hate because they're not trying to put in the work, you know? That's why it's important, if you can have some like-minded brothers, some mentors, some people who really want to see you win. And I'm fortunate to have built that up through the networks, through the people I've met, through the close relationships that I've gathered throughout the years, so that I know that, okay, if I'm ever in a down state, which is going to be hard to catch me in a down state, I'm always smiling and good spirits because I'm in my word, I'm reading the word, and I know that there's nothing in that dark place to be sad, depressed. That's all darkness, bro. And why would I want to be in darkness when Jesus Christ came down here and, and he's light. He's the way and the truth and the light. So why would I be depressed? Why would I want somebody who is not trying to see me win and not trying to see my light shine and wants my light dimmed on my side? It's not going to make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to correlate to your success because it's going to just take away and strip your energy because you're ultimately going to find yourself, go back to the spouse, go back to the girlfriend. You're going to find yourself doing your purpose solely just to please her and put a smile on her face, put a smile on your family's face, knowing that those are not things you're trying to accomplish, but you're just trying to please somebody because you want somebody to feel that your work, your value of what you're doing really matters. When ultimately your value is in yourself. Your value is in yourself. Your value is in yourself. So if you build yourself up, that's your value. If you educate yourself, you go to school, you read books. That includes in your value. If obviously you guys know that you guys have God in your heart. You reading your word, you going to church, you showing up, you practicing, you trying to be the better man. Yeah, you have your shortcomings. Yeah, you can have your sinning nature, but it's all about what you do the next day. It's all about you not trying to repeat those mistakes and truly mean it and truly repent for that. You know what I'm saying? And truly say that you won't go back to this because you're going to owe it to yourself. And then subconsciously, your mind is going to program like, okay, oh, I shouldn't be doing what I used to do here. I shouldn't be doing what I used to do there. And then automatically you're going to kick out those old habits and them new habits are going to come upon. And that's when you're going to see that shift. And that's when you're not really going to care about the naysayer. Matter of fact, that's when the naysayers are going to want to call you back. That's when they're going to want to join your team. That's when you're going to get that phone call from that old girl that you try to pursue. Have you ever got that call? Hey, stranger, how you been? Yeah, be prepared for those calls. It's your boy, Stephen Ukiteti, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay up, man. Make sure y'all don't care about no doubters. Nope, nobody doesn't believe in your vision. It don't matter who, how close, and whatever they were in your life. Always go hard. I'm out.